ShawneeCTV would like to thank the following community sponsors in helping make this broadcast possible. Sebastian Homes, specializing in exceptional residential properties. David Nicholas and Harrison Discount Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Jeff Chamblin, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, enjoys helping people. Mentoring with a mission. Uplift Mentoring. GCTC, a career and technology center located in Shawnee. Brown & Sons Towing and Recovery. Big or small, we tow them all. Play It Again Sports, where we give you cash for your gently used athletic equipment. Rand Roofing Company. Give David James or Stephen Johns a call. Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. Big enough to solve problems, small enough to care. Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary. Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Protecting your business is our business. Ford Insurance Agency, Charlotte, Barnett. Casterkey Auto Mart. Shop at the lot or online. At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. Connecting patients to convenient, compassionate care in our community, that is First Med. Local, family-owned business with over 40 years of experience, Casterkey Tire and Alignment. L's Jewelry, Shawnee's friendly jeweler. Eric's Pharmacy. Ask about compounding. Triad Complete Healthcare. Schedule an appointment today.
Major difference, two parts of Shawnee Public Schools, the gym, and that's all taken to get on this one.
We're looking at these facilities and how hard we work to continue improving facilities for our kids. Right now I'm on an adrenaline rush. I'm sure at some point the tears will come.
Welcome to Jim Thorpe Stadium, the new and improved Jim Thorpe Stadium, as the crowd enjoys the new video board. The turf looks great, and we welcome the Ardmore Tigers guests, the first victims on our home field. First game in over close to 2 years, actually, here at Jim Thorpe Stadium. The Ardmore Tigers won the toss. They decided to defer. Their captains on the field were Kyle Haskins, number 6, Javon Singleton, number 8. Who else? Paul Garza, number 22. And big number 65 was Gavin Lewis. For the Wolves, captains for tonight's games, Dietrich Beavers, Ejon Thomas, Kendall Gillum, and the big man, Demario Joyner. Demario had an outstanding game last week against PCN. He graded out very highly. He was Coach Madonna's player of the game for the PC North game, in which the Wolves had to put in a tough week of work to recover from. But that means a new challenge this week on their home field. Goals being, hey, let's improve off of last week. Let's not shoot ourselves in the foot. Let's cut down the mistakes that the Wolves had as they welcome a tough Ardmore team that we really anticipate to be a ground and pound type team. For the Wolves, they're going to simplify for quarterback Zyron Campbell, and they have some sets in that they hope will be successful with the runs up the middle, this being one of them. Dace Shaw taking the opening kickoff and all the way down to the Ardmore 45-yard line. As Dace with a great return, a return of 55 yards from his own 10-yard line as Shawnee takes over. 1st and 10 for the first series on the turf. As we wait for what we would anticipate, a little bit of trouble on the clock as it gets worked out. The Wolves starting offensive lineman lineup. We'll give it to you. Quarterback, of course, Zyron Campbell. Number 6. Number 20 is Dietrich Beavers. Number 45, Demery Hodges at the tight end. Wide receiver, number 1, Ejon Thomas. Number 8, Darren Sheeter. Number 24, Dace Shaw. Tackle number 78, Jaquan Evans, I'm sorry. Number 76 is Chuffy Waldron. Number 66, center, Kendall Gillum. Number 55, Brody Oliver. And number 77, Caden Bramlich. Those are the Wolves starters as they're trying to get things under control at the scoreboard, as I said. And the anticipation is thick as both teams are called back over to the sideline. As I said, brand new clock, first time it going really live in any type of game scenario. They were working heartily on it all the way up until game time. As we know that shouldn't take but a moment. Beautiful night for football. Again, a great crowd for Shawnee Wolves football, and that is what we have come to expect. Ardmore, always a great opponent for the Wolves. History between the two teams runs deep. Last time we shot a game down in Ardmore, I believe, was 4 years ago, a playoff game. No, it wouldn't have been 4, it would have been 6. As Ardmore took that from the Wolves. And tonight, again, a wonderful night to kick things off for Shawnee Wolves football in 2024. Excited to be here with you. As, again, a great return by Dace Shaw of about 55 yards, as he took it all the way inside the Ardmore side of the field, just outside the 45-yard line. We mark it 1st and 10 at the 45. As the giveaways start for the night, when you come to the to the game, you want to pick up a program all night long. There's free dinners being given away and many different things that the patrons like to donate for the crowd giveaways. Always a lot of fun. VIP tent full tonight. Great in the north end zone. Just a wonderful atmosphere here in our community. A great community event. 1st and 10 as Zyron set to take the snap. Comes directly out to Dace Shaw. And Dace with 10, and he makes things happen. Dace Shaw for a gain of 18 as they mark him out at the 28-yard line with a flag on the play. Let's see what happens. Holding on the Wolves, it'll be a spot foul. And that's going to move him back to the 40, so rather than being a 41-yard line, it's going to be a pickup of 4 on the play. So that was 10 yards down the field from there. So 15 yards lost on the play, on the hold. 2nd down and 6. Up the middle to Dietrich Beavers, and he's going to get a good pickup down to the 38-yard line, which is going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
White on the tackle for the Tigers.
And bringing him up to the line. Zyron. There's a replay of 1st down, so it's just 2nd down and 3. And it's up the middle again to Dietrich, and he's going to have enough for the 1st down. They should move him as they mark it on the line. And that is going to be enough for a 1st down as it's marked at the 35-yard line.
So that'll be a Shawnee 1st down.
1st and 10 for the Wolves. As quick hitters up the middle, working Sheeter and Ejon Thomas going in motion. Dietrich Beavers in the slot. Dace behind. Dace goes up the middle. And Dace is going to fight hard for 5 more yards as the Wolves get it to the 30-yard line. Good shot here from the end zone can as Dace, you see, waiting for his hole to develop and coming through. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5 for the Wolves. Zyron calls for it. Ardmore comes off the ball. That's up the middle to Dietrich Beavers. Dietrich cuts, makes a few miss, and he's going to fall forward for a 1st down as it's going to be marked on the Shawnee 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wolves. First and 10. That one's a quick outlet to Dace. Dace with some room on the outside, picking up about 12, maybe 13. They mark it at the 10. I'm going to call it the 10-yard line, a 14-yard pickup, and another 1st down for the Wolves. Zyron with a strike, gets it out quickly, which is good to see. The guys gaining some confidence there on the offensive side of the ball. It's going to be 1st and goal for our Wolves. Dietrich Beavers around the corner. Dietrich to the 5, to the corner, in for a touchdown. Flag comes in late. Dietrich with a great run around the corner. We see a flag dropped late, though. We will wait and see what that call is. It's another hold on the Wolves. We got to keep our hands on the inside. Can't be grabbing. Not sure who that was, but the touchdown erased. It'll still be first down. It looks like it's marked from about the 4-yard line up to the 14-yard line. Penalty on the Wolves. Second penalty of the drive. And that hurts. Ball marked on the 14. Deshaw on the outside, makes a miss. Deshaw into the end zone. Touchdown, Shawnee! Whoa! Zyron gets it out quick. Again, another key to this game as he just looks and gets it out to his playmaker on target. And Dace, nobody touches him. Nicely blocked by the outside receivers. Touchdown for Shawnee with 9:21 to play in the first. Reese in, Rhett puts it up, makes it look easy, 7-0. Shawnee goes up with 9:21 to go in the first. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Watch live. We are back as the Wolves put together a 10-play, 45-yard drive, nicely commanded by Zyron Campbell, as Zyron was 2 for 2 on the drive. We love to see that for the junior quarterback. And the Wolves in their stack, they call it kamikaze kickoff. As Rhett gets it to the 20, it's fumbled, and they fall on it at the 20. No return of the Rhett Nice kickoff. The Wolves like this. Coach Mike Blitch and special teams like the idea of the kamikaze. Shut the field down and get their speedsters in there quick as possible. A lot of times it's Ryan High that's chasing, the only one chasing directly at the ball. Tonight, the senior again sitting out his second game with injury. We hope for the best for he. And the others still sitting out in this first season, as the Wolves looking forward to district being the most important. Around the side, big hit coming in from the back is Lance Williams, showing you his speed and his toughness. Dace Shaw in there as well on the tackle. There you see DeMario Joyner over there. Dietrich Beavers in on it, as the pickup is just one. As the big man, this is what they do all night long, is big number 30 for Ardmore. We're going to see a lot of him, as they are fullback strong. That's Tristan Reiniker. I'll call it Rennick. And they want to ground and pound, and this is a big play for the Shawnee defense. Can we get off the field quickly, as it is 3rd and 3 from the 27 after the 8-yard run by Renniger. Going to be a timeout called. We'll take it. Ardmore with a little bit of disruption in the background. 7:56 to play. We'll come back with a big 3rd down play after these messages.
Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary, known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits. Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service.
Charlotte Barnett has insured regional business with commercial policies for over 40 years. If you want to get the best commercial insurance coverage while working with a commercial insurance expert, call Charlotte's Ford Insurance Agency now for a quote.
We have contracts with many employers and we do drug testing, alcohol testing, pre-employment screenings. We also do workers' comp, so if someone gets injured on the job and needs stitches, staples, break a bone, then we can absolutely see them and they cannot go to the emergency room.
Connecting our community with convenient, compassionate care.
Yes.
That's what you guys do.
It is what we do.
We're back for the big third down play. Third and a long three. We'll call it 4. As Ardmore goes up the middle, and they have room as the quarterback on the keeper is going to pick up a lot of yardage. And that's going to be their captain, Kyle Haskins, as they're going to mark it down at the 30. Maybe there's a flag down that I did not see. Holding against Ardmore. That'll be a repeat of third down. So it'll be a repeat of third down. Now it's going to be marked at the 23-yard line. So they end up losing 3 on the penalty. Fortunate for the Wolves. And we'll take it. They're trying to get outside. Beavers with a great job as he cuts off that play. Dietrich Beavers holding the edge, not letting him get around, and he had a lot of help following him. Great play by Dietrich. There you go. He just could not get around the senior as Dietrich Beavers causes a loss on the play. And the punt away. Looks like Deshaw will be back behind. He lets it bounce, and it's going to be down at the 43-yard line. 44-yard line is where it's marked. The Wolves, 1st and 10 with 7:08 to play in the first. Good field position after a good defensive stand. That's what the Wolves like to see. This Ardmore squad likes to play from in front and likes to take advantage of the opponent's mistakes. Zyron looking at Ejon. He gets it. Ejon with the completion. Good delivery by Zyron. It's going to be a pickup of 7 as the ball marked in Ardmore territory at the 49-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 7. Second and 3, Zyron up the middle to Dietrich. Dietrich around the corner, going to be turned around and thrown out of bounds. And it looks like marked as a first down on the 44-yard line, another pickup of 5. Shawnee with another first down. First and 10, Zyron. Again, Dietrich behind him. 20, hard exchange there, and not going to do anything.
Beavers on the carry for short to no gain.
That was Beavers. Bring up 2nd and 11. Actually a loss on the play. Ball marked on the 45. Zyron gets it out to McDaniel, and McDaniel with the sure-handed catch. And that's going to be another pickup of 6 yards down to the 40-yard line. And Dawson McDaniel on the receiving end. And I like this young man. He worked with the quarterback after practice every time that I was at practice. He and Zyron worked hard to get their connections right, and there you see it pay off. That was a big play to flip the field again in the Wolves' favor, making it third and manageable, as they have it marked at the 40, so it's 3rd down and 6. Zyron goes to the outside, and good delivery. Let's see if we have that behind. I think the quarterback put it where he needed to, just unable to pull it in was the receiver. Yeah, it looked like it was where it needed to be. And Lance Williams, arguably a player of the game last week for his punting, as he was able to keep PCN deep in their territory for most of the night. As Lance is going to be punting from his own 40. I think he'd pooch it. He's going to let it go, and it's going to go into the end zone for no return. And the Wolves come back out on defense. One first down on that drive. The Wolves starting in their own territory, just unable to create any damage. So Ardmore is going to take over at their own 20 again. This is the second time that they've done it from their own 20. 4:50 remaining in the first quarter. Quarterback steps in, and he gives off again to the fullback. And Dace and I believe that was Jaden Smith on the tackle. Welcome back to the field, Jaden. Like to see it. 2nd down and 9. Again, in their backfield, unable to get him deep. Dace Shaw, the first one there, and it's going to be a loss as Dace gets some help from his teammates. And when we see where it's marked, we'll let you know. Another fine defensive play after a bobble in the backfield. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 18-yard line, so a loss of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. Big noise from the fans for the defense. They're going to try to go over the top. The scramble, he goes down the line, and the defender taken out of bounds that time by the wide receiver as he thought it was going to be a run play. And that's going to bring up 4th down for Ardmore, and certainly they'll punt from their own 18-yard line. On the coverage out there was Ramel Slaughter. Good job by Ramel as he kept his head about him. And again, 3 and out for Ardmore. This time Dace steps up, catches it at the 50, and he gets it back to the 42-yard line. Did I see a flag come in late? I did. Flag comes in late. And looks like it's going to be a holding again on the Wolves. Let's see that replay again if we can. Not sure where that came in. Flag thrown somewhere around the 40, but I guess the holding could have taken place anywhere on the field. We just didn't see it. There was just nobody around. It's probably that block in the back, actually. No telling. There was a few things it could have been, but it flips the field 20 yards in the favor of Ardmore on the penalty by the Wolves. So the Wolves are going to take over
at 3:31 from their own 40-yard line. Beavers is going to get up to the 49, picks up a first down.
Ball be spotted midfield. Good for Shawnee.
So they get it up to the 49-yard line for the first down, as they spotted it on the 39. A pickup of 10 on the run by Beavers. Dietrich Beavers has some room. He makes a couple miss. Dietrich! Oh, Dietrich Beavers to the 10, to the 5, and final touch! Down, I think. No signal. As they're wondering what the call is, as they have flags on the play. I missed them totally. Up around the 45-yard line. Going to be a block as Dietrich with a wonderful run. And all for naught. Another penalty on the Wolves, unfortunately. That's the big play, the explosive play the coaches have been looking for the Wolves. As they've got the skilled players to do it, they need them to do that. But unfortunate for everybody, touchdown, that flips the field 50 yards, 56 yards. As rather than a touchdown, we now are sitting on our own 44-yard line. That is tough. That's going to make it first down and 15. And there were numerous flags on the play. So the call was more than likely seen by many. So first and 15, guys start over, and Dace Shaw up the middle, and the Wolves moving it again. Dace continues to move, and he's going to go all the way down to the 39-yard line, looking for flags. I don't see any. And the mark is at the 40, which should be a first down. It is. They move it as Dace gets down to the Ardmore 40-yard line and another Shawnee first down. It's good to see Shawnee moving the ball. The Wolves with 2 first downs, staying on the ground. Dace Shaw with another one around to the outside. They mark it at the 36, a pickup of 4. The Wolves with 2 first downs and 2 penalties has moved it 25 yards so far on the drive. And this is what they wanted to do. They wanted to take advantage of their possessions. Zyron, he's going to run it up the middle. And Zyron's going to be taken down at the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of a half yard. As Zyron does have that running capability, but they like to see it set up a little bit better, and it's a loss of 1 rather than on the scramble. .120 and counting as Ejon and McDaniel on the close side. Sheeter, I think, on the far side. Beavers in the backfield. Campbell on 3rd and 7. He gets it over the middle, and it was intended for Thomas, number 1, but there's no chance on that catch or on that play. And the Wolves now with 4th down and a decision to make. Offense is staying on the field.
as the clock stops. Play clock winding down. 4th down and 7. Going to have a timeout called by Shawnee. 59 seconds remain before the end of the quarter. We'll be back after these messages.
Play It Again Sports, where we buy your gently used sporting goods for cash. We give this award out once a month. The award doesn't go just to the greatest athlete or to the greatest student. It goes to the greatest person.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be, back at top condition. Trust Downtown Auto Body, Main Street, Shawnee.
We are back. Big 4th down for the Wolves. 4th and 7 as they need to get it down to the 30-yard line. Zyron looking for Shaw. Almost intercepted as it was in the air a little bit too long. And that's going to be 1st and 10 to Ardmore as the ball falls a little bit short. Fortunate it wasn't intercepted. As the Wolves give Ardmore their best field position of the night so far from the Ardmore 37-yard line. 52 seconds remain here in the first. As the play goes up the middle, and that's the big boy running. He makes it to the backfield, and I believe on the tackle for the Wolves is Garrett McCurdy, the freshman. So big pickup as they move it down to the Wolves' 48-yard line. 15-yard pickup. The Wolves not breaking the plane. That's kind of a tit-for-tat foul, as the Ardmore did that earlier. I thought they broke the plane. Here I'm looking at it. It looked like we broke the plane. No call. Up the middle to that fullback. He's having success. He got stopped by Jaden Smith, amongst others. Big number 16, but he did pick up 7 as they mark it at the 42, so a pickup of 6.
2nd and 4, Tigers.
That'll bring up 2nd and 4. Another run for big number 6. That's Kalen Haskins. And he's their big boy. He's the one they want to ground and pound. He gets it down to the 40, which brings up 3rd and 2. And this is the end of the quarter. 7-0 Wolves on top of the Tigers. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Watch live. Big 3rd and 2 for Ardmore against the Shawnee defense. They go up the middle, and he's going to be met right at about the sticks. And I believe that's Haskins. They do not give him the first down as he gets to the 39-yard line, bringing up 4th down. Ardmore's going to go for it, and they're going to give it right back to Haskins. They try to draw Shawnee offsides. That is unsuccessful. Quarterback Darian Miller, the sophomore, going under center, and he's pushing it forward. He's going to have enough for the first as he picks up 2 on the sneak. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line for Ardmore. first down was at the 38. They made it to the 37. 1st and 10. DeMario Joyner, just unable to bring him down, and that's dangerous when you can't get that first tackle. And Lance Williams over there along with McCurdy with another tackle as they saved the touchdown, as Joyner had a hand on him, just couldn't bring him down. Unfortunate for the Wolves, as they can't let him get outside like that. And I'm sorry, that was Nogos Wasana who almost brought him down in the backfield. And another run by Big Haskins. And Lance Williams in there along with Jaden Smith again. And this is Ardmore football. This is what we anticipated, as they now down to the 14-yard line, we'll call it. 2nd down. Very little there, as DeMario Joyner, number 80, on the tackle. And we're going to give him 1 down to the 13. Brings up 3rd down.
Wolves fans, it's 3rd down. Let's make some noise.
3rd and 4. Coming this way, and the Wolves, a lot of guys there. They don't give up the first down, as it's Deshaw that comes up for the tackle, and it's going to bring, looks like they're marking it at the 12. Marked at the 11, 4th and 2. Big play. Another big play for this defense. 4th down, Ardmore held us. Can we hold them? Probably going to Haskins. They give it up the middle to Haskins, and he gets hit and stopped, I believe. I believe it goes turned over on downs. Jaden Smith with another big hit, and they stop him short. As the Wolves coming up big on 4th down, flip the field again, and they're going to get it at their own 9-yard line, and 1st and 10 for the offense. Big defensive stand by the Wolves. Straight up at the 10-yard line. And we have a stoppage of play as the Wolves want a timeout. They didn't have the right set out there. And that was an exciting play. Ardmore starting with their best field position at their own 37-yard line. Run 9 plays, and they run out. Actually, they run 10 plays, and it's a turnover on downs. They come up a yard short on 4th down. Great atmosphere. Cheerleaders doing great. Palm doing great. Band doing great. Wolves doing great. Defense showing up again, Coach Mike Litch, defensive coordinator. Offensive scheme is working. Coach Jason Madonna, head coach. Madonna, the offensive coordinator. Zyron Campbell in the backfield. He calls for it. The give is up the middle to Dietrich Beavers. Dietrich makes the first one miss, and he's going to get hit out of bounds. It was well into the white when that hit came about, but no complaints here. Dietrich might be the toughest guy on the field. He'll take that. 3 yards, tough 3 yards. 2nd down and 7. In fact, he got 4. He's on the 14-yard line.
telling you, Dietrich, just a great kid. As they pull Ardmore, no flag. Zyron decides to take it up the middle. He's just got to keep going. And he's going to lose yardage as it's going to bring up 3rd and 12. Not sure what he saw. The Wolves, I think, got distracted because there was no penalty. And then Zyron just unable to get anywhere with it. Loss of 2 on the play on the keeper. Smart not to throw into a mistake. And they're calling it the 13. I'll call it the 13. Loss of 1. 3rd down and 7. They get it to Dace Shaw. Dace making a miss. Dace in a foot race. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 46-yard line. I do not see flags on the field. Good play by Zyron Campbell, getting it out to his playmaker, Dace Shaw. Dace makes his way up the sideline, and I'm glad he didn't take any more damage as he steps out at the 49-yard line. That is a pickup of 36 yards on the pass play for Zyron, pass and run. That's what Coach Madonna said that the Wolves needed, was they needed to get their big players moving. This is Dietrich Beavers. He pops it through the line. Dietrich Beavers to the 35, to the 20. Dietrich Beavers cutting in. Dietrich Beavers down to the 2-yard line on a fabulous run by the senior Dietrich Beavers. I do not see flags on the field as Diet breaks another one. We're going to mark it at the 4. So that's a pickup, a run of 45 yards for Dietrich Beavers as 1st and goal to go for the Wolves. Another 1st down on a big play by a big play player. Beavers remains in with Zyron. They give it to Diet, and he tried to cut it back. He brought it down to the 2. Pickup of 2. 2nd and goal from the 2. And again, up the middle, they want Beavers to score it. He's fighting down around the goal line. No sign yet. Inside the 1-yard line. And it is going to be 3rd and goal. Let's see if they run Dace out there. Dietrich remains in. You know he does not want to come out. This is the young man that said, Coach, don't take me out. He says, Coach then said, well, Dietrich, what if you get tired? He said, that's why I ran all summer, Coach. I'm not going to get tired. Don't take me out. Here it is. Dietrich beating for touchdown! Shawnee Wolves! 1-yard touchdown dive by Dietrich Beavers. Here you'll see it again, just total effort by the young man. Always, any field he steps onto is usually the smallest one at the varsity level, but I would say he might be the toughest. Dietrich Beavers with a big 2nd quarter touchdown for the Wolves. And there's a good shot of the senior leader. Take a look at the coaches show at Hardesty's just from last week, where Dax and I spoke with Diet and Dace, and get a flavor for just what kind of gentlemen they are. Rhett Neeson for the extra point. Another one good, maybe the best kicker in the state. He's been a varsity kicker for 4 years now. We're happy to have him. Wolves up 14-0, 6:39 to go in the half. We'll be back.
Honey, get me GI help for my belly.
Yeah, I need some GI help.
Not that kind of GI.
No wait. Appointments now for belly problems at Triad Complete Healthcare. Every detail tells a story, every sparkle a memory waiting to be made. At L's Jewelry, timeless craftsmanship meets modern elegance, designed for life's most precious moments. L's Jewelry is Shawnee's friendly jeweler. Shawnee Tire and Alignment. Local, family-owned business with over 40 years of experience. Tires, alignments, front-end parts, and brakes installed. Check them out on Facebook. Shawnee Tire and Alignment. Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart & Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care.
We are back, 6:39 to go here before halftime. The Wolves score another touchdown as they came out in the opening drive, set the tone nicely on a TD pass from Zyron Campbell. And Nice's kick is going to be fair caught at the 30. And Dietrich Beavers with the 1-yard plunge after a 45-yard run to set it up. And Ardmore is going to take over for their 4th drive of the game. They've got a couple of first downs in their last drive. Before that, they were 3 and outs. First and 10. Darian goes up the middle to Haskins and got to bring him down. As on the tackle again is going to be Smith, as Jaden pulls him down, but not before he rolls to the 37-yard line. Another pickup of 7 for Haskins. He's their workhorse, no doubt about it. 2nd and 3. From the Ardmore 37, going around the outside. The Wolves with pursuit. That's Lance Williams running him out of bounds. He stretches it out and makes it happen. Lance there showing his speed, as you'll see him go step for step with the speedy running back. And there's Lance. He doesn't have to make an angle. He just runs step for step with him. Dietrich Beavers there to back him up. And that's going to bring up no gain on that play. 3rd and 3 for the Shawnee defense. The run up the middle, that's Haskins. Dayshaw and Haskins collide, but that's what their bread and butter is as he goes out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Again, the tackle by Dace, but the Wolves do give up the first down. As they look to pass out to the sideline, not happening. That's going to bring up 2nd down, ball on the 47 after the incomplete pass. With 6:01 remaining, clock stopped. Think they'd go back to Haskins here. There's a flag on the play, and I believe Shawnee's lined up off sides. I hope not. But looking down the line, it was close. It is encroachment on Shawnee. The guys have to look at that ball. Giving up, you can't give up that kind of yardage to a team like this. And another penalty on the Wolves' side. They're playing, that was the first non-playing, I'll call it, penalty. But we just can't do that because this is what happens. They want to ground and pound, and they might get 4 or 5. And it's hard to stop Haskins. They're going to get a first down now as it's marked on the 42-yard line as Nogos is the one, Nogos Wasana, who with the tackle. Ball marked at the 42-yard line after the first down and after the penalty. As there he is, Haskins. He's brought down by Shaw and by Ejon Thomas, but he is too deep in that. He's too deep in the secondary.
Second and short, Tigers.
Can't give up penalties.
Offside, Wolves, 5-yard penalty result. Ardmore first down.
Ardmore first down. Ball marked on the Shawnee 27. Ball and picked up by Shaw. Dace looking for a big play. Can they catch him? The quarterback trying to knock it out. Not going to happen with Dace as he gets it all the way down to the 35-yard line. I see no flags anywhere on the field as Shaw with a big play. There is a player down. We'll come back with the replay here as you see Big Dace picking it up at his own 35, and he returns it 30 yards after picking it up down to the opposing 25, so he runs it back 40 yards, protecting that ball. Big play by Shaw, and we're going to take a break. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Watch live. We are back as the Wolves first and 10, ball marked on the 30-yard line, and they're going to give it to Dietrich, cutting it outside. Dietrich Beavers with room as he tries to cut around, and he's going to make it up around the 22-yard line. I'd call it a pickup of 8. Ball marked on the 22 after the 8-yard run by Dietrich Beavers. Well, maybe I'm a little off. Looks like it's on the 22, but the first and 10 was at the 26. So it was a pickup of 4. They didn't start at the 30. That's going to bring up another run of 4, which takes it down to the 18-yard line, which will leave 3rd and 2 for the Wolves. The Wolves trying to take advantage of what's being given to them here as a great play by one of their playmakers, Dace Shaw, with a 40-yard fumble return. Sets him up, 1st and 10 deep in Ardmore. Dietrich Beavers trying to get this 2 yards, not going to get it. As he's going to be, well, he's close again. We started at the 26. I don't think he's there. Yeah, they're moving him. 1st and 10, so D gets it close enough as he's at the 16-yard line. And again, that is a player for you. That's Dietrich Beavers. He's going to give it everything he's got, and he knows the objective. 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Beavers stays in with Campbell. On the close side, it's Schrader. And Beavers again, there's going to be a flag down. That's holding. Not sure who it was, but it was right at the quarterback. Again, just not sure who they caught. Holding's going to back him up 10 yards. This is where a weapon like
Rhett Neese is so important. Player down for the Wolves was Skelton. And anybody who talks to the coaches know how important he is to everything that goes on for the Wolves. Dayshaw in the backfield after the 5-yard penalty. Dace has it, trying to make it to the outside. He's going to reverse the field. Up the middle, Dayshaw! Up the middle, Dayshaw! Down in for the touchdown! Shawnee Wolves! Dayshaw seeing the field like none other. Makes his cutback, and that is a highlight for all. As Dace with the 21-yard run makes up for the penalty. He's got his players back. As here he sees nothing to the outside, makes the cutback and quickly cuts it up the field as Dace shows some of his raw talent, taking it all the way in for the touchdown. 2:03 remaining, another first half touchdown for the Wolves. Dace Shaw making it happen. Rhett Neese kicks it through, makes it look easy. Wolves go up 21. Is there a flag down? Nope, 21-0 with 2:03 remaining before half. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Together, we're building community one season at a time. Had to re-kick. That's nothing for Rhett, as again the Wolves kicked the extra point. It was a holding penalty on the original kick. Rhett jogged back out there and nailed it again. So the Wolves avoiding the big penalties. They've had a few though, but it's good to see they've been able to overcome everything that has come their way. So the Wolves with a 5-play scoring drive overcoming a penalty. They go 26 yards on 5 plays with a penalty, as Dace with the spectacular TD run to put the Wolves up after the kick, 21-0. Gotta like it. Gotta like to see it. Kickoff by Neese. It's going to be pooched to the 28-yard line. It's going to be fair caught at the 28. Ardmore football here with 2:03 remaining as Ardmore takes over. I want to thank my sidekick tonight, Sean Gillum, helping me spot the ball. Appreciate all the help, Sean. Sean's a Sequoia product, Sequoia Warrior. Shawnee Public Schools mate. Doing good things. No, he's a middle schooler now. He came from Sequoia. That's his background. His little brother, Cy, as 27 gets the play, and Jaden catches him, but it's a big play as it goes from the 27-yard line down to the 40. As the Wolves give up a big play here late in the first half. And this, we noticed last week, one of the comments on our stream was the Wolves have been giving up touchdowns just before half. And I believe that was our friend Eric Lawson who made that comment. And Eric, we don't want to see it happen again, but that's what we're witnessing. It looks like Dayshaw and Ramel Slaughter on the tackle, but again, Haskins runs it for close to 15. They're going to mark it at the 26-yard line, so that's a 15-yard run. 2 successive big plays by Ardmore. You don't like to see that going into halftime. No reason to give up the momentum.
as the Wolves call a timeout, and I believe that's what Coach Blitch is going to say. We're going to take the timeout. Oh, we're going to keep it right here, and we'll do a little recap for you. Opening drive of the ball game, as quarterback Zyron Campbell goes 2 for 2 on the drive with a TD pass, a 14-yard TD pass, as the Wolves talk it over. On the Wolves' 4th drive of the ball game, here the first drive in the second quarter, they drove it in a 2.5-minute drive. They went from their own 10-yard line with some big plays in the middle. A big run by Shaw, all the way. Another big run by Dietrich Beavers. In fact, between those two, you picked up 70 yards between those 2 runs, as the Wolves cleared it out with a Dietrich Beavers touchdown. Then the big play by Shaw as the defense. That's Nogos Wasana on the tackle. Big number 85. And then the Wolves come back again. They force a turnover. Big return by Dace. And they punch it in with a 21-yard run by Dace. That's going to be caught, and he goes out of bounds. Another 3, as it's going to be marked right around the 20. Call it the 19, so a pickup of 4 as it goes out of bounds with just under a minute to play. Now, Ardmore with 2 timeouts left. They have the full field to play. As quarterback Miller delivering the ball at this time. The run to the outside. It's strung out nicely, and the Wolves keep him in bounds. Good play. I believe that was Ejon Thomas, another senior leader for the team, and he put his head on the right side, and he kept the runner from not only going forward, he kept the runner from going out of bounds, which is great fundamental football there by Ejon Thomas. And that's going to bring up a 4th down for Ardmore, as the ball is marked with a loss of about a yard. They move them back to the 20-yard line of the Wolves. So that brings up 4th and 7 for Ardmore, and the defense with another big stand here, another big opportunity. Demery Hodges getting set. I believe Demery's getting ready to run in on the tight end slot. I thought maybe a new defender, but no, the defense is staying pretty intact. I see Demario Joyner out there. Let's go down those starters, because that's who it looks like is out there. We've got Beavers in the backfield, Day Shaw in the back, Lance Williams on one side, Ramel Slaughter on the other, Nolan Ward, Jaden Smith as the backers, Demario Joyner, Jamar Favors, Logan Skelton, Keaton Choate, and Nogos Wasana in there to try to stop this 4th down and 7. 45 seconds before the half. They try to go outside. They get it. They cleared it out nicely. The coverage broke. There's going to have to be another, I would think the clock will stop as Beavers is in on the tackle, but enough for the 1st down. The clock starts to run. They're going to try again. It's marked at the 14 maybe? And the runner pushed back. Is it 1st and goal? Yeah, it's 1st and goal, so it must have been marked at the 10. The yardage on the pass play was 10. No gain on the run, as it stays 2nd and goal now. They might even have lost a yard on the run. No, they give him about a 1/4 of a yard, so we'll call it 2nd and goal from the 10 with the timeout with 31 seconds to go. Ardmore with no points on the board. Our buddy Lawson calling it last week. The Wolves trying to hold here before halftime, not give up a score and give up that momentum. It's been a good effort. I'm not going to say it's been all the Wolves, but the Wolves have played a pretty clean game from the sense of good football. They still had some penalties. As I look here, it looks like the Wolves with how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 penalties in the first half, but all of them small penalties, and they've overcome them all. They're going for the pass over the corner. And do I see a flag on the field? I do not. 3rd down and 10. So a pass falls incomplete. And the Wolves looking to hold here. Third and goal from the 10 for Ardmore, just inside the 10. They're offside and nobody over there. Lost contain on the far side, and that's going to give up a touchdown just before halftime. And Ardmore against Altus was down 19-0. We don't want to forget that. They came back and won by 1 point. The Wolves have to be on target coming out of halftime as they give up 73-yard drive here with 2 minutes to play before the end of the half. There's going to be movement on the line on Ardmore. It's going to back him up. So, penalty on Ardmore. From the 15 is up, and I don't think it's good. They miss it. They miss it. So it's 21-6 with 17 seconds remaining after the 10-yard TD run. And the kick fails. So on successive extra points, you don't see that often. Each team got a penalty.
I'll take this one again to recognize our game days sponsors, Artistry, Market and Deli, great place to eat. We have Eric's Pharmacy for your medical.
You don't see that very often, but Ardmore with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-play drive. They score on the 10-yard TD run. Miss the extra point.
Dijon Thomas, Bayshore Central Detroit, alongside Beavers.
Kick is going to be shallow, taken by McCurdy, and he's going to go down at the 35-yard line. Nothing wrong with that. You like to see the freshman McCurdy getting something going on getting a little bit of experience there. The coach is very high on him, highly talented young man, and I like to see that. He catches it and tries to make something happen. And the Wolves get it at the 35. I would anticipate the coaches being just fine with where we're at right now. But you never know. They've got the stack. They come in motion. They give it to Beavers to the outside. Beavers up the middle. Beavers is going to get it inside the 40-yard line. Coaches call a timeout with 4 seconds to play. Beavers all the way up to the 45 of Ardmore. 20-yard run, another big run for Beavers, as not calling a timeout. They're just going to let it go for halftime. As the Wolves settling around, we thank you for being with us. We have a halftime put together for you that we hope that you enjoy. We will be back in roughly 20 minutes as we bring you more Wolves football, as the Wolves up by the score of 21-6. You're watching Wolves football live on ShawneeCTV.
At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli. Charlotte Barnett has insured regional business with commercial policies for over 40 years. If you want to get the best commercial insurance coverage while working with a commercial insurance expert, call Charlotte's Ford Insurance Agency now for a quote. Great prices sell cars, and Castricke Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Castricke Auto Mart. They're good people.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Halftime performance. Senior drum major Olivia Brim and the Pride of the Pack Marching Band.
Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Battershell, and I have relocated and continue serving family medicine clients at the Triad Complete Healthcare in Shawnee. I love what I do, and it's an honor to serve my patients. Please call Triad Complete Healthcare in Shawnee if I may be of service for you.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Back for the second half as the Wolves come in 21-6 on top as they're in their classic kamikaze kickoff cover set. Rhett Neese set to kick. And he's going to pooch it to about the 26-yard line. That's where Ardmore will take over at their 28. The Wolves with 3 touchdown drives, and they've been impressive so far this evening. Ardmore set to take it after the fair catch on their own 28-yard line. 1st and 10. That's the fullback. We've seen a lot of him, Haskins, and Dayshaw up quick with the stop. And it's going to be a pickup of 1, marked at the 29. Miller still in at quarterback for Ardmore. We see a lot of Haskins. That fullback. And Ardmore is going to jump. Legal procedure on Ardmore. Going to back them up to their own 24-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 14. Going around the right side. Going to be a flag down. 73, Big Skelton. Good to see him in there on the tackle. And we'll wait for the flag. As it's in the holding territory. But they're going towards face mask. Personal foul, face mask, Shawnee, not good. As Shawnee gives it up on a penalty, the first 15-yarder of the game. But this is a big drive for the defense. We have to not allow them to come up scoring right before halftime as they did. We can't give up these kind of things. Just one man's opinion, but we had them in 3rd down and long. And it's 1st and 10 from their own 38. Haskins up the middle. He's not going to get much here. He'll probably get up to the 42-yard line. And that's going to make it 2nd and 6. 1st down given up by penalty. That's actually been the bane of the Wolves early in this season. A Wolves player is down, and he's getting up by himself, which is nice to see. That's an important one. That's Jamar Favors. He's in the middle, and he does a lot. He's walking without help off to the side. Just a stinger, we hope, for Favors.
Full phase, check your program. If you have number 1127, 1127, come up and get some Paul's place. 1127.
10:49 to go here as we're just starting the second half.
Second down, Tigers.
Second down and 6. Give up the middle again to Haskins.
Haskins on the carry, taken down by Joyner for the Eagles.
DeMario Joyner, big number 80 on the tackle. And that brings up third down and 2. Going to give it this way. He's hit immediately. He's going to lose one. That's big number 85. That's Nogos Lasana on the big play as it backs him up to the 40. As the defense overcomes the big penalty and they cause a punt here, it looks like.
Number 85.
Back to the 45-yard line, I'm sorry. That makes it 4th and 3. Punt away. Dace Shaw, catch it, Dace, and run. Dace has some room. He takes it at the 25. He's up to the 50, 40, and going to go out of bounds. And flags coming down on a hit on the return. Well behind the play. Like maybe 15 yards behind the play. As just can't do it. You have your big playmaker with a 10, 20, 30, almost a 35-yard return, and it's going to negate the whole return. Too bad. 9:16 to play as penalty takes it back to the 34. Where it'll be Shawnee's ball with 9:16 to play here in the third at their own 34-yard line. The give is to Beavers. Beavers gets around the edge. Dietrich Beavers is going to step out after a pickup of about 7. And another good run by Beavers. The ball marked at the 42-yard line, so it's an 8-yard pickup. It's the second time tonight that the Wolves have had a penalty on special teams after a good play. Dietrich Beavers up the middle. Dietrich Beavers has a hole. Dietrich Beavers makes a miss. Dietrich Beavers to the 30, down to about the 25-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 26 as Beavers again showing his skills for the first down run. 32 yards. There you see the senior. He is very fast, of course. He, Dace, Williams, Ejon, those are the fastest on the squad. As the timeout taken, as I believe he needed to help an Ardmore player off the field. And they're calling the Wolves back out to play. So an official's timeout. And now, official's timeout. Not quite sure why, but we'll take it. 9 minutes to play. You're watching Wolves football, ShawneeCTV. Watch live. All right, 2 runs by Dietrich Beavers, netting 40, actually, yeah, 40 yards on the 2 runs. As Zyron calling for it. He's going to have another give to Beavers as Beavers cuts it up and is going to get down to about the 25-yard line.
Beavers on the carry, taking down by number 20.
So a pickup of 1.
Second down, Shawnee.
Makes it 2nd and 9 for the Wolves. As the offense is ticking. Sheeter checks in. Deshaw checks in. McDaniel is out there. Ejon Thomas out wide. Brody Oliver and Chuffy at the guards. And I believe they called a timeout as the back moved. He thought there was a penalty. There was no flag. There was no flag thrown. The coaches noticed that they were out of sorts, called a timeout before there was a delay of game. And that'll be the first expended timeout by the Wolves. It's 2nd down and the ball on the 25-yard line with about 9 to go, maybe a long 8. Beautiful night in the stands. The crowd has stayed and is doing well. It's good to see everything that's happening for Shawnee Wolves football. 21-6 our score. Looking for the 4th play of this drive. Dace set behind Zyron. And the give is Zyron, a keeper around the side. Zyron cutting it up and goes down. After a pickup down to the 18-yard line is where they're going to mark it. So a pickup of 7 for the quarterback, and that's going to make it 3rd and 2.
Ball is spotted about the 19-yard line. 3rd and 2 Wolves.
Like to see Zyron taking off and running a little bit. Keep that defense honest. There it is again. He's up the middle, and he's going to get enough for the 1st down as he's going to be marked at the 14-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 3rd down. Good run there by the junior signal caller, Zyron Campbell, as he goes to the short side and picks up the 1st down for his teammates. Clock continues to roll here in the 3rd quarter. 2 minutes taken off the clock in this drive. After the 1st down run, Dace up the middle. Dace going towards the end zone. Deshaw, touchdown, Shawnee Roll! I see no flags down. Deshaw on the 14-yard scramble for the touchdown. Again, the senior showing you his running prowess here as he picks his holes nicely, and he has a generous burst of speed whenever he needs it. His cuts are nimble, and he's in with a tough run for another 6 points for the Wolves. He and Dietrich Beavers really showing off on this drive as the two who really are the big play guys for this ball club. They are needed every game. Make it happen. As Neese gets it up. It's good. Another good extra point by Rhett Neese. Wolves go up 28-6. You're watching Wolves football, ShawneeCTV. Together we're building community one season at a time.
Connecting patients to convenient,
compassionate care in our community, that is First Med. A couple of things that you guys do that you specialize in. Let's talk about workman's comp.
Yes,
for a moment.
yeah, that's a huge part of what we do here that a lot of people don't know about. We have contracts with many employers, and we do drug testing, alcohol testing, pre-employment screenings. We also do workers' comp, so if someone gets injured on the job and needs stitches, staples, break a bone, then we can absolutely see them and they cannot go to the emergency room.
Another aspect, you guys do all sorts of physicals. You mentioned physicals, but it's
Yeah.
not just sports physicals. There's all kinds of physicals.
Yeah, so we also do Department of Transportation physicals, we do the FAA physicals, and a few others as well.
Well, your equipment is amazing. Talk a little bit about the equipment that's here.
Yeah, so we have the ability to do a push-pull test, we can do a lift and carry test, we can do eye tests, we can do also the hand grip test. That one's pretty difficult. I learned that the hard way.
Oh, but it looked like you were having a great time doing it. And then all kinds of like blood work and different things.
Sure.
No matter what the care is, as long as it's not life-threatening, you guys can handle it.
Yes, we can.
So what's the difference between an emergency room and an urgent care?
Sure, so we can handle almost anything that isn't directly life-threatening immediately.
And what if it's a broken bone or something? Can you guys handle that?
Sure we can. We also have x-ray machines as well, so we can look at it and observe it, then we can also take care of it and do a little bit of care.
Connecting our community with convenient, compassionate care.
Yes.
That's what you guys do.
It is what we do.
We're back. Retney's set to kick off here as the fans are having a great time. Just under 7 minutes to play. Kamikaze set has worked well so far for the Wolves. They come back to it. Fair catch again as they are happy with their opponents starting at their 30-yard line. Why not? The way the defense has been playing, sounds good to me. And again, you know, I sometimes sound upset with the penalties, and it can be upsetting, but you know, tonight the Wolves overcoming anything that they're overcoming their mistakes, which is great to see. And they're cutting down on mistakes for sure, so it's an improvement that we're watching. And you always like to see that, especially in the second game of the season. The give to Haskins up the middle, and a lot of the Wolves there, I believe the first one there was big number 40, if I saw that correctly, and that's going to be, of course, Nolan Ward. So it's marked at the 34, pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 for Ardmore. Miller tries to dance up the middle. He's going to pick up 1 before Skelton, big number 73, gets him. And that's going to bring up another big 3rd down for this defense, as Miller just not going to go anywhere. DeMario Joyner in there as well. But the line doing what they need to do up the middle. 3rd and 4, it's a long 4. And they go around the side with the big boy. That's Haskins, and he's going to get 5. He needed 4. And he picks up about 5 to the 40. We'll call it the 41. So he picks up 6 and a 1st down for Ardmore. Good pursuit by the Wolves. Just unable to keep him short of that marker. 1st and 10 from their 41. Again, Haskins, he runs hard and he runs a lot, as that's going to take Lance Williams and Jaden Smith, but it's going to be a pickup, I believe, of 12. It's going to go all the way down to the Shawnee, 47-yard line. So that is a 12-yard run. Haskins again. Some of Haskins and more of Haskins. That time he's wrapped up immediately by Skelton. He had his head up, he stopped him. And he gets down to the 45, a pickup of 2, bringing up 2nd and 8. High snap, Miller's in trouble, and he goes down. That's going to be credited, I believe, to Nogos. Or DeMario Joyner. As DeMario Joyner is going to get that sack. As Miller just with nowhere to go. I think that was a botched play. And it's going to take them all the way back to the Shawnee. Shawnee 48-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 7 on the play. And that's big for the Wolves, as that's going to mean 15 to go for a first. It's going to be that reverse that they tried for the touchdown. This time, Nogos was there on this side. Containment was excellent, and it goes nowhere. Late flag comes in after the play.
Great job on the stop. We have a flag.
Is it, what are they going to call it? Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Wolves. That means somebody did something or said something. And that's going to give them a yard to go, 4th down and 3. It's marked at the 40. So that'll be, I think it's a dead ball foul, so it should be 4th down. They're giving it 3rd down, but that was after the play. So it should be 4th down. That was a mistake that was made in the last game. It is 4th down and 3 from the Shawnee 40-yard line. They give it up the middle, and he shouldn't get it. He does not get it. Wolves, big Jamar Favors in there, and big number 30. We haven't called his name as the sophomore with a big play for his teammates. That's Keaton Choate in the middle, and the Wolves take over. And again, they overcome a big 3rd down penalty in order to stop them on downs. And they're going to take over at their own 39-yard line as they do not give up a 1st down there. Very good.
Shawnee takes over no territory, 39, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the 39. 3:44 remaining. That didn't go anywhere. Dietrich didn't have a chance there. As it's going to be a loss on the play. Going to back him up to the 36-yard line. As just missed the blocks there. So we are now, 2nd down, and we'll call it 13. That's probably pretty close with the clock moving. Zyron over to the sideline. Ooh, he was trying to go to McDaniel. Again, I like to see that connection. Another flag on the play. And that's holding on the Wolves. Going to back him up even further. And it is accepted. So they're probably going to go back to their own 26-yard line, where it will still be 2nd down, but now it's 2nd down and 23. Zyron had some guys open, so he's got to get rid of it. Throws that away. It's actually a pretty smart decision, as long as they didn't get him for grounding. He really would have had to thread a needle there to hit anybody, as the coverage was good. The quarterback did the smart play, got rid of it, didn't take the loss. You see Ejon there, he wanted it. Maybe if Zyron could have thrown it out to run under it.
you're up 28-6. Just live to play the next play. There's Dietrich, and they've been big all night long, so keep giving it to them. As Dietrich is going to pick up 5 on the run.
Beaver is taking down on number 61, Carter. Bring out 4th down, Shawnee. Official timeout on the field.
We have a timeout on the field. An Ardmore player is down. We'll take a break. 2:27 to go in the third. Shawnee up 28-6. Fourth down and a long way to go. We're thankful for Lance Williams and his athletic ability. Look at that. Even after a bad snap, that young man gets off a, maybe a 48-yard punt as he gets it down to the 25, where Ardmore will take over with 2:12 remaining in the third quarter. They will take over at their own 25-yard line, which means it was a 48-yard punt, 47-yard punt. Way to go, Lance. As usual, Lance Williams delivers. And that was after a bad snap. We want to, I call that a bad snap, but the usual long snapper is Toby Gray. He's out tonight. Just before halftime last game, he sustained an injury. He tried to play a little bit in the third quarter, couldn't make much of it. And check out the fans having a great time. You love to see that with the students, having a good time on the track as the defense continues to master the Ardmore offense. A loss on the play. Day Shaw, big number 24, moving in for that tackle. Loss of 1 as the students having a wonderful time with the drum line. We love it. We love it. No better entertainment value than high school sports. Loss of 1 on the play. Quick pass to the sideline, and they get him out of bounds. It's going to be marked at the 31-yard line. So a pickup of 7, and Dietrich Beavers on the stop. Everybody having a good time. Love to see it. Third down. Ball on the 31. They got to get to the 36, roughly. They're going over the middle, not going to get there. And incomplete pass. That's Dietrich Beavers, one of the state's best corners out there on the coverage. And that's going to bring up 4th down from the 31 after the incomplete pass. Punting situation as Shawnee has a player go down. Let's watch some more of those fans. I like seeing the drum lines. I'm telling you, everybody's having a good time. It's been a long time since we've seen this. This is great for everybody. Yeah, we've always loved the drum lines. Let me shut up and let you listen to it. Wolves player walking off under his own power. Like to see that. 4th down and short 5, long 4 for Ardmore. They're in punt formation. Have to be careful here as they could be desperate. 28-6 the score. And I'm sure it's punt safe. That's what's there. It's
going to be Shaw going to take it at his 30. Doesn't get control of it really, so it's going to go out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Nice punt, 40-yard punt by the Ardmore kicker. And the Wolves 1st and 10. Shawnee going to take over with 1:23 remaining in the third. And they're taking over at their own 29. Got a stoppage of the clock. Ardmore takes a timeout. I think their formation was wrong. Again, great things happening. As everybody having fun. A little bit of some dance-offs going on. I don't know exactly what that is, but they've got a camera on it. Maybe you check social media. I'm sure it's going to be there. That's great. All right, 1st and 10 for the Wolves as we come back to the ball game. As Zyron going deep, and Ejon Thomas with the catch. And it's going to be pass interference is going to be the call as they bumped into each other. I'm not sure which way he's going to call it. They pick up the flag, and it's going to be pass interference on Ardmore. All right, everybody having fun. Ejon, man, that's a great catch all the way down to the 35-yard line. And a first down for the Wolves. Ardmore's going to jump. "36-yard pass play from Zyron Campbell to Ejon Thomas sets the Wolves up with another first down with 1:15 to go here in the third. Penalty on the Tigers is going to move it forward another 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 5 for the Wolves at the 30. McDaniel in motion. He gives to Beavers. And Beavers, he's trying to jump over somebody. And as he hit the ground, he lost the ball. Ball can't cause a fumble.
Beavers on the carry.
So here we go. We'll see it here. Maybe not. Maybe he lost it early. Can we see that replay again? Let's try that. As it's a loss of 4 on the play, back to the 34-yard line. Let's see. That ball might have come out early. Fortunate for the Wolves if that's the case. Let's see. Yeah, the ball's out. It looks like inbounds. So fortunate for the Wolves. And Dace tossed into the backfield as it's going to be a loss on the play. They're back to the 37, a loss of 3 on that one. As the Wolves now with 3rd and 12. Fortunate they had the 1st and 5, actually. End of the first quarter happening. Wolves up 28-6. Great night at Jim Thorpe Stadium, and you're with us, ShawneeCTV. Watch live.
Great prices sell cars, and Casterkey Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Casterkey Auto Mart. They're good people.
Go time, show time, get on your feet, it's my time. Go time, show time, get on your feet.
Hey Mom, I got hurt playing volleyball and you forgot to pack my ibuprofen. You got hurt? That's okay, you just need some ibuprofen. Go to Eric's Pharmacy around the corner. They should have some.
We're back. 3rd down and 12 for the Wolves here. As the last 2 plays have netted a -7. Haven't seen much of that for the Wolves tonight. Very grateful about that. Let's see if we can straighten things up here. Zyron gets it out to Beavers, just unable to pick that up. Incomplete pass. And you see on your screen, we'd like you guys to take part with us with the BB Woodworks Player of the Game. Last week we had many texts in with the names. The coaches ended up choosing DeMario Joyner as the Player of the Game for last week. But everybody who texted in last week gets in on a drawing for a $100 meat box at the end of the season. We'll draw a winner from Hardesty's, and they will join with us in presenting you for your input through the season. So if you have a player of the game you'd like to see, text that number as Lance's punt goes into the end zone. We had some saying Lance Williams, the punter, should have been the player of the game last week. If your pick matches the coach's pick for that week, you will be entered into the drawing. Last week, everybody, because it was week 1, everybody who texted is automatically entered into the drawing, whether you picked Toby Gray, whether you picked DeMario Joyner, whether you picked Lance Williams. There were a number of texts in, and we appreciate them all. Now, from here forward, if your player matches the coach's choice, you get entered into the drawing at the end of the year for the meat box from Hardesty's. As Haskins gets away, Deshaw is going to take him down as he comes out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. So 30-yard run for Haskins right out of the gate here to start Ardmore off in the 3rd quarter. There you see the end of it with Dace catching up to him. Ardmore back up to the line quickly. And Favors comes up with the ball as the first turnover goes the Wolves' flavor. And the spike of the ball is going to be a penalty on the Wolves, so they're going to move them back. That's unsportsmanlike conduct. And rather than having the ball in Ardmore territory, the Wolves are going to be moved back 15 yards. You got to be able to control your emotions in this ball game. Unfortunate. And actually, this is the second turnover of the ball game as the Wolves take it over. Joyner gets the, Favors gets the recovery. And the Wolves first and 10 from their own 35 after the penalty. Dietrich Beavers going to be knocked out of bounds after a pickup of 2.
Beavers mad by number 8, Singleton. Ball will be spotted back to 37, second down, Shawnee.
The second and 8 from the 37. Zyron looking to pass. He lets it go deep. Ejon drops his foot. And he did get one down, but he did have one out of bounds already when he caught the ball. It was a good drag by Ejon, but I think the call was right. As Zyron showing good athleticism there in the pocket as he lets it go. As you look at the feet here, yep, one was out of bounds when he dragged the other. So his right touched out of bounds before the drag. It happens. Good try by the gentleman as it brings up third down, and it's a long 8. You like to see Zyron giving himself time there. He stayed in the pocket. He could have run, maybe picked up a few. Almost got a big play out of it. That's Dietrich Beavers. He's going to get enough for the line comes down as Beavers goes out at the 47, but it's going to come back. It looks like it's holding on the Wolves. As the coaching staff talking with the referee, they called it a chop block below the waist. Coach Madonna doesn't necessarily agree with that call. It's not going to change it. Another penalty on the Wolves. Would have been a first and 10. The play was beyond them. Just didn't happen that way. We're going to mark off 15. Back to the, to the 27, so they mark off 10. Back to the 27. And it's third down. Wolves have to get up to the 46, so third and 19. 2 penalties post-possession for the Wolves after the fumble recovery. Cost him 25 yards. Zyron lets it go over the middle. Just a little bit high. And Dace almost pulling it down for the first down. Ardmore player cramping up. We'll see if they get him off the field in time. We'll stay here with you as great environment for family fun. Come on out to Wolves football. They'll be home for the next 2 games, so three weeks in a row. They'll be playing here at Jim Thorpe Stadium. We want to give a shout out to St. Benedict's Catholic Church for opening up their kitchen and feeding the boys 2 times over at their kitchen. But having it open for 7 different Thursday night team meals. Last night we had the U.S. Army Oklahoma National Guard serve the boys. And if you'd like your family or your company, or you would like to maybe buy a meal for the team, just put it in our timeline. We'll get in touch with you as we try to coordinate that with the quarterback club to make sure that the team can fellowship on the night before games, build camaraderie, but also have a nourishing meal for everybody on the team. The Army National Guard last week served over 70 kids who came through from the team. It was a great environment. Also, that's where we shoot our Blitzin' with Blitch. If you want to know a little bit about the upcoming opponent, that conversation with assistant head coach Mike Blitch, who of course is the defensive coordinator. He came on board. He was the first hire by head coach Jason Madonna. Jason coming over as the offensive coordinator from Del City. Coach Mike Blitch was the defensive coordinator from Booker T. Washington, and those guys had gone head-to-head a number of times. As Lance gets away a punt, it's going to bounce at the 45, and let's see. It's going to be caught by McCurdy at the 40-yard line. So that's going to be a 33-yard punt for Williams, and Ardmore will take over. Ardmore with 9:53 remaining in the ball game at their own 40-yard line. The give is this way to the big man, Haskins, trying to fight through, but the Wolves have been tough on Haskins all night, and it's been Dace Shaw in there as he and Ward there combined for that tackle. As Haskins going to pick up 2 to the 42-yard line, which brings up 2nd and 8. The clock is the Wolves' friend right now. Ardmore set to snap, and the Wolves don't like what they see, so they call a timeout. I believe that's their second timeout of the half. I could be wrong. It's showing. Yeah, I think it is. I think Ardmore's taken 1 and we've taken 2. But I definitely could be wrong. Ardmore may have taken 2 and I missed it. So the board shows Shawnee with 2 timeouts still remaining. Ardmore with only 1. That's good news for Wolves fans. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 when play resumes. Carson. Second down and 8 as we come back to the field of play. They're going to go over to the outside. Lance Williams drags him down. It's not going to be enough for a first down as they get up to the 49-yard line. Going to be a yard short. Lance, with a good tackle there, brings up 3rd and 1. They're going to give it to the big man here. You can almost bank on it. You don't want to get lazy, though. You want to be smart in the back. This is where they try to pop long throws as well on an obvious rundown. They give it to Haskins so much. Defensive backfield has to be aware here. Give is to Haskins. He gets through. He gets pushed back by Dace Shaw, but he does pick up 3
for the first down as they get into Shawnee territory to the 48-yard line. And
first down, Ardmore.
Yep, 1st and 10. Give again to Haskins up the middle. And he's going to drive. Might get the first down. As this is the ground and pound that Ardmore has been playing this year. They're going to mark them just short at the 39. So 2nd down and 1. Bad snap, not sure what happened. Offsides on the Wolves. So another Shawnee penalty ends up with an Ardmore first down. Haskins, not going to get anything there. Jaden Smith in on that tackle, along with, again, Keaton Choate. Over the top, they're going. They've got it. Beavers on the coverage. Gets him down at the 1. Saves the touchdown. But that's about it. 36-yard pass play down to the goal line. As Ardmore gets in deep. See if the Wolves can hold them out here. Nope. 2nd down. They stop them short. They now signal touchdown. So Ardmore scores on a 1-yard run. I believe that it was Haskins. Did we see that replay? It was pretty tight in there. We'll see it after the kick, maybe. We'll see. Maybe we got one. We'll be sure to make sure to field goal where the after point is good. Ardmore goes to 13, 28-13 our score with 6:34 to play. We'll be back in a moment.
Casterkey Tire and Alignment. Local, family-owned business with over 40 years of experience. Tires, alignments, front-end parts, and brakes installed. Check them out on Facebook. Casterkey Tire and Alignment.
Play It Again Sports, where we buy your gently used sporting goods for cash. We give this award out once a month. The award doesn't go just to the greatest athlete or to the greatest student. It goes to the greatest person.
We are back, Jim Thorpe Stadium, home of our Shawnee Wolves. As Ardmore set to kick off. The Wolves anticipating something shallow, maybe an onside. And there's going to be a flag on the play.
call. I believe they were saying that one of our players was lined up on the line rather than behind the line. Everybody having a good time. The Palm, Jared doing a great job. They're going to kick it over to Beavers as it goes into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback back to the 20 for the Wolves.
Is a touchback. Shawnee will take over at their own 20.
With 6:34 remaining in the ballgame. Let's see if the Wolves can put it away here, as this is opportunity for just a steady drive down the field, take some time off the clock and put some more points on the board. More points on the board here probably puts it out of reach. Makes it a 3-possession ball game. The give is to Dace Shaw. He's going to pick up 2 to the 22-yard line. Dace having a great game tonight, as tries to get through there, slides through. Keep texting in. Keep texting in your players of the game. You pick the same one that the coaches pick, and you're qualified for the end of the season drawing, as that's Dietrich Beavers all the way up to the 37-yard line. Pickup of 15 on the run. Deet getting it done. Text the number on your screen down in the right-hand corner. You can actually just shoot it with your phone on that QR code and go place your vote. No, it's text the number, actually. It's not the QR code. Text the number on the screen with your player of the game, with your chance to win a meat pack from Hardesty's Meats and Deli. Dietrich Beavers with another one. Comes around the corner. Deet continues to run. Flag on the field.
Beavers on the carry. We have multiple flags.
And again, the Wolves caught for holding. See if we pick that up. That hurts. Just can't have the penalties at the end of a game like this. You want to be able to just solidly run it out. Let's see if the Wolves can overcome it. They have continuously overcome penalties tonight. They've had a lot of penalties. They've kept the big penalties down, but they still had a few of those as well. That's a big one. It's now 2nd and 20 from their own 28. Dietrich Beavers is going to get a little bit of that back. So it's 1st and 20 from the 28, I'm sorry. Now it's 2nd and they're up to the 30, let's say. So 18. They need to get up to the 48 for a first down. They're at the 36. Nope, 31. Just beyond the yardage marker. Clock continues to roll. That's Dace Shaw making a few miss, and Dace is going to get up to the 35 with some tough running. He'll pick up 4. That's going to bring up 3rd and 13. Third and 13 from the 35-yard line. Let's just keep that rock. Let's just keep pounding it right here and keep that clock rolling. Let Lance come on and do his job. Again, we might have the best kicking duos in the state in 5A. With Rhett Neese and Lance Williams. They both get the job done. There it is, Zyron, put that into, hold on to that ball, Zyron. He gets 10 yards, which was good. 45, like to see him tuck that away a little bit. He's gonna be about 3 yards short from the first. So good play, good pickup, solid, let the clock run. They can run that clock all the way down to 2.5 minutes. Good football here. As the Wolves in front of a 2-0 Ardmore squad. Let's not forget, Ardmore comes in 2-0. They've beaten some quality 5A opponents and a quality 4A opponent to start the season in Altus and Ada. So they're just going to let it, and they're going to try to draw them off sides. They call a timeout before the penalty. As continue to text in your player of the game. We'll have our post-game interview with Coach Jason Madonna. That'll come on a new screen. Stay on the page. We'll go live with it for you. And you'll be able to tell if your player of the game matches with Coach's player of the game, and you're automatically in the drawing for a Hardesties Meat Pack from BB Woodworks. In fact, BB himself inducted into the Hall of Fame tonight. We will have that produced for you, that ceremony. So look for that, as it was a wonderful Hall of Fame ceremony tonight for 3 inductees. Just a great night for football. Fourth down, Lance Williams with a beautiful punt. Lance gets punted all the way down to the 10 as Ardmore pulling it back, and that's going to bring it all back. And a late hit for Shawnee that was well out of bounds. As I'm not sure if they'll make Lance re-punt that. That was a beautiful punt. I mean, it turned over wonderfully. Here's the first shot, that's the penalty, boom. But then here, we just gotta let him go and stop ourselves. They'll get it sorted out. It's gonna be offsetting penalties, I think. Crackback, and then personal foul on the Wolves. So they'll probably move it back with the crackback, and then they'll mark it off for the Wolves. So it's going to end up at the 20-yard line, it looks like. It'll be interesting how it runs, but Lance with a beautiful 40-yard punt. They're going to end up back at the 20. But again, rather than pinning them back at the 5-yard line, we create a penalty on the change of possession. And that's the 4th time tonight on a change of possession that we've created a penalty. That's unfortunate for the Wolves. That's something to work on. As it's going to be Ardmore ball from their own 20.
Deflected by Case Children.
Second down and 10 now. Third down and 10. Ardmore not set up really as a passing team. This is not a good position for them to be in. Great position for the Wolves to be in. As I've said on a couple of occasions, the Wolves have had mistakes, but they've not allowed the mistakes to stop them. They've been able to overcome them. That just doesn't happen in every game, though. Down the middle deep. And good defensive play by Ejon Thomas. Another incomplete pass. Fourth down and 10. As the clock slowly ticking away. That's going to be short. McCurdy a little bit close to that ball. And the Wolves going to take over after the punt. And here for your youngsters, McCurdy just a freshman, but when this starts bouncing, you run away from it. You don't stand there because it takes funny bounces like that. That came within a foot. And that could have changed the complexion of this whole game. That could have made it a one-score game very easily. So, no, if you're back there receiving punts or you're blocking on a punt and it touches the ground, just get away from it. Way away from it. So first and 10 for the Wolves. 1:44 to play from their own 42-yard line. Five-yard mark off. So another drive started with a penalty. It's a give to Dietrich Beavers. Dietrich cutting upfield. Dietrich Beavers around the corner. Dietrich Beavers looking to make it another. And that's going to be a horse collar tackle as Dietrich all the way down to the 25-yard line on the run. Just so fun to watch as he cuts back. And I don't know, without the horse collar, I don't think he would have been caught. What a run by Dietrich Beavers as he goes for 37 more yards and a penalty to boot. Actually, it's 42. I didn't mark the penalty yardage off of that. So from his own 37, he came. And Shaw up the middle. Touchdown, Shawnee Wolves! A 12-yard scamper by Dace Shaw gets it done. Another touchdown, 3-touchdown night for Dace. And again, he was set up by a great run by Deet.
as they work together, the playmakers for the Wolves, and the Wolves go up big against the Ardmore Tigers. Rhett Neese in for the extra point. Kick is, I'm sorry, that wasn't Rhett. I'll get that for you in just a second. As the Wolves putting more points on the board. You love to see that happening. On a 1st and 15, Dietrich Beavers takes it from his 37, 41 yards. Well, how many yards is that? 62, so 38 yards. Down to the 25. The penalty moves it to the 12. Deshaw for the touchdown. That's how that drive worked. Field goal, or the extra point, was not good. Who was that kicker? Well, this is what we'll say, because it wasn't good, so I don't even want to say who it was. I just want to say it wasn't Rhett, and I'm glad that they're giving somebody else a chance just in case it's necessary down the line. That's always good to have a kicker in the wings. Rhett, of course, a senior, so we're going to need somebody next year. And continue to give them opportunities so they're a little bit stronger next year. But Rhett, of course, as good as anybody in the state. The Wolves pumping up the sidelines. Appreciating the crowd. Like to see that. Rhett with the pooch kick. It's going to be caught at the 27. That's like clockwork. The Wolves take a commanding lead. Opening night on the new turf in really the new Jim Thorpe Stadium. I want to congratulate Shawnee administration, and in particular Ron Stearns, in charge of getting all of this ready tonight. Shawnee's own Tristan Wyatt playing a big role in getting the scoreboard done and complete. Ron, just to get everything ready for official play here tonight. All the rebuilding and things that have to happen in the stadium. As looks like
Number 32, Case Childers on the stop.
Childers and who else was in there? Sean tells me 40. That would be Nolan Ward, of course. Sean's usually right. 44 seconds to play. 2nd down and 3. Ball marked on the 36. Gets 10 more to the 46.
Hey, Sean, it's not for the Wolves. Ball is on the 46-yard line, good for Ardmore, 1st down.
Ardmore 1st down. As Miller getting chased by DeMario. He's looking to throw it. He just throws it away. DeMario Joyner on the chase. .13 seconds left. A couple more plays, maybe, for Ardmore. Miller takes it. He gives it up the middle. And going to go down short of the 1st down.
You would think that's the last play of the game. As they mark it at the Shawnee 46. Congratulations to the Shawnee Wolves as they handle the Ardmore Tigers 34-13, our final here from Jim Thorpe Stadium. We want to thank everybody for tuning in with us. We hope you enjoyed this telecast from ShawneeCTV. From all the crew and myself, we say thank you, Shawnee, and remember, together, all of us, we are building community one season at a time. We invite you to come out next week, Jim Thorpe Stadium. You'll have a good time. No better entertainment value than high school sports. For the entire crew, good night, everybody, from ShawneeCTV.